I mean when we approach sales as an ongoing learning experience. We're continually learning the little things that make the big difference. In our careers as sales professionals, there's no profit on the sale we almost make. In Ziglar on Selling, I have made the effort to take my fundamental selling experiences that began in the 1940s and show how the fundamentals may remain constant, but you and I may not. The two of us, you and I, must continue on our pilgrimage by learning, living, and looking, learning from the past without living there, living in the present by seizing each vital moment of every single day, and look into the future with hope, optimism, and education. The great performers in all professions spend countless hours working on the fundamentals, from Patsy Cline to Faith Hill, Enrico Caruso to Andre Bocelli, Mary Pickford to Julia Roberts, Jack Dempsey to Evander Holyfield, Sammy Baugh to Emmett Smith. The daily regimes of 4 to 6 hours of practice prior to performance seem incredible and in some ways excessive to most of us. Yet they have been and are world champions in their profession. This program is primarily for 4 groups of people. In the first group are the people just getting into the world of selling who understand that a correct start can make the rest of the journey much easier. It's also for those pros who clearly understand that you may not need to be told, but the true professional doesn't mind being reminded. Even accomplished professionals can drift ever so slowly into destructive patterns and poor sales habits. The fundamentals taught here are reminders which are combined with the latest data and procedures and will help the old pro move to a new plateau of selling. The third group is made up of people who have had 1 year of sales experience repeated many times. Most of these salespeople are wandering generalities who are wondering why they have not made more progress. When your fire is ignited with new procedures and techniques, a new zest and confidence will open so many doors for you that your whole world will dramatically improve. Fourth is the group that realizes that every person in every profession is a salesperson. If you are just beginning to understand this concept, then regardless of how long you have been in your business, you are new to the field of selling. In many ways, this program will help you even more than those who identify themselves as salespeople, because most of your associates haven't recognized the fact that they are members of the selling profession, and even fewer have officially started their sales training. Competitively speaking, this book will give you enormous advantages. Each and every one of us is in the business of persuading others. The primary purpose of Ziglar on Selling is to help you persuade more people, more effectively, more ethically, more often, and that means I will see you at the top in the world of selling. I made my first sales call in 1947 after borrowing $50, a considerable sum of money in those days, to buy a new $22 suit, a new dress shirt, a briefcase, and a hat. All professional salespeople wore hats in the 40s. I was prepared to enter the wonderful world of selling. My mission was to seek out users of my product line to act as centers of influence for referrals. I didn't really know what that meant except to say that if people were currently using my product, they might be able to direct me to someone else who would want to use it. Much to my great pleasure and eternal gratitude, the redhead, that's what I referred to my wife Jean as, agreed to come along. With fear and trembling, I knocked on my first door. The weather was brutally hot that July day in Columbia, South Carolina, but I would have been sweating profusely even without nature's help. A grandmotherly lady who would have to rate among the top 2 or 3 least frightening or intimidating figures on earth came to the door. I started my canned, not planned, presentation and got out almost an entire sentence before I froze. Nothing would come out of my mouth. After about 3 hours, 3 seconds may seem like 3 hours in this situation, this dear kindly lady gently asked me if I would like a drink of water. I managed to nod my head in gratitude, and she invited me in. I did eventually find out that she was not a current owner of our product. So rather than encourage her to become one or ask if she knew anyone who